Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for March 2020. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Aquarius. You may be checking on an Aquarius. You were intuitively guided to the channel. You may not even be in an Aquarius. So whatever brought you, welcome guys. I hope you receive the message that you need to receive. And yeah, I have confidence that if you're here, there's a reason, right? There's always a reason for something. Let's find out. Okay. I want to thank you for your patience, number one. I know your reading is 4 days late, and I apologize. You know, the Virgo in me feels it's important to have something on the day that is due or before, you know. And I don't like rushing. I just have a lot going on right now. So, but here we are. Here we are. Today's Wednesday. I was going to say April 4th, not April, March. Maybe someone's going to find this reading on April 4th. It is 1:55 p.m. and a beautiful sunny day. I'm going to ask everyone to do just a little bit of deep breathing, just to calm yourself down. Remember, to really receive messages, you need to come from a calm mind. Feel free to ask you guys to illuminate any messages to you so that they're very clear. Use your common sense and have an open mind at the same time. That's all. And let's begin. Let me readjust myself. So I have finally booked my ticket, and I am heading out on Sunday. We have the Empress. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords. So we have the Two and Three of Swords surrounding the Ten of Cups. Well, on either side. We'll certainly be talking about the Empress as a mother. So you're asking yourself a question, whether you should do something or you shouldn't do it. This energy is showing that you're basing your decision off a couple different things. Number one, it is whatever this Three of Swords is for you, and we'll figure that out. I mean, you probably already know. I'll figure out for myself. So what that's saying is the energy of that Three of Swords still exists within you, and you're basing a decision from that. Now, because you are, and that means it's front and center, and because of that, it's making it hard to make an ultimate decision. Some of it may be about becoming a mother. You know, previous pain still affects me today, and now I'm having a hard time making a decision about what? Well, the Ten of Cups. And for some, the Empress. So for some of you, it may be about becoming a mother. So you're in your head about it. We have the Star card of Aquarius right under the Empress. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're wondering what's meant to be. Which is meant to be? Is it meant to be? That's what I want to know. Am I meant to do this? Is this all part of a grand plan, right? You know, is this all been divinely guided to me, even if, you know, we have the Three of Swords here, so it's about a loss. And I almost feel like, can I do this again? Someone's really trying hard to, I want to feel if this is right. I want to feel this is what I'm meant to do. Like you're looking for guidance, but the problem is you're really in your head. So you may receive the guidance, but then you talk yourself out of it, right? You start to overthink it. You know, the Star card's coming right under the Empress. I know for some of you it is about a mother, whether it's becoming a mother or, you know, becoming pregnant again. It could certainly be like after miscarriages, after losing a child. And I don't know why the Seven of Pentacles feels a little comforting to me now. Almost like these next steps are guided. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So someone is also looking at becoming independent. You know, it's like the Empress is the mother, right? I've been, you know, could be male too, but it's the Empress. And, you know, I've been at home. I've been taking care of the children. I've been taking care of the family, right? And with the Ten of Cups, doing a great job at it. Really doing a great job at it. Now, it doesn't mean there wasn't strife or pain in your life. It's just that, you know, it's like, you know, almost like not showing, like I could be truly sad inside, but I don't let my children see it. You know, I don't let my friends see it. Anyways, for some of you, the question is about now becoming independent in how you make your money. And it could be talking about even just deciding whether I want to have a home business. You know, having a business at home. And I feel like you feel guided to something. I feel like your Empress status here, because, you know, there's many different versions we're seeing here. So now I feel like your Empress status, as in wisdom. Excuse me, the bottom of my foot is itchy, which is strange. I don't know that the bottom of my foot really gets itchy, but wow. Okay. Anyways, I just want to say, and I have to say, I see this a lot in many different versions, but I understand what's being said here. So for some of us, we're looking at our prior pain, right, with the things that have brought us down to our knees. And that can be many things. It could be one particular thing. And what I feel is someone is trying to make a decision whether to start their own business. And I feel like what you're figuring out, though I feel like it took you a while to figure this out, which is okay, you come to the realization when you come to it, is that a lot of what happened in your life was written, so to speak. Okay? And what's really happening here is, for some reason, you're able to feel like the power you have within you. And I feel like it's like I'm coming to the Empress status. I'm about to reach it. And how do I get there? Like, what's the ultimate thing I need to be able to do? Reflection. reflection back on my many journeys, and the recognition of what did I gain. You know, I gained a lot, right? Because I'm moving into the Empress status. So I gained a lot. I gained a lot of internal strength. I gained a lot of wisdom. My spirituality has come open and it's come alive. You know, because what you're doing is, some of you are also thinking about the pain that you've been with, that reflection back, and it feels like the last step, to be honest, like the reflection back and then turning around and in one way or another then using that to build this business. And when I see the Nine of Pentacles, I automatically think of success, right? When you think of Pentacles, you got to think of focus. You know, how do I get these Pentacles to build up like this? It's all going to be determined by my focus, right? And right now, I feel like you're just realizing some things, perhaps some patterns in your life that, listen, number one, it's going to give you a sense of comfort, because I feel like it's going to give you a sense of security. So the Empress coming to her ultimate status means that she is someone who's very nurturing, wants to care for others, right? She knows which to care for and which not to care for. She is very wise here. Okay, you can't pull the wool over her eyes, not for long. I have a feeling for a little bit, but not for long. You know, because she knows that if someone is not ready to receive your help, then it's kind of wasted energy, right? Wasted energy. So the Empress really learns these things, like, you know, and that may have been a previous life lesson, like you can't save them all, right? You can't change someone who doesn't want to change. That is their free will, and that will win. You know, free will, it's like the final say-so. So, you know, we just can't do it. And, you know, the message is don't waste your time in it. Don't waste your time in it, because there's new experiences, new people, new things that want to open up, right? What did the Dalai Lama say? Everything, this is not verbatim, everything you can imagine is already real. So if you can imagine it, then it is or will be reality. Now, maybe that means different dimensions, but we can reach those different dimensions. So anyway, I feel like I'm all of a sudden going on and on and on and on. But what I also like is the Seven of Pentacles next to the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever you're building here, whatever you're creating here, you know, whatever you're truly focusing on, it tells me with the Seven of Pentacles next to it that this is destined, right? And destined to me means a lot of help through a period, because, you know, everyone above wants to see you succeed, right? So it must be something important. And anytime we use our past experiences to help another one, you know, to help raise another one up, well, that was worth it. It was like, boom, there's a pentacle. I'm building up that foundation. Maybe it is good through my good works. Okay, let's keep going. And hello, stars right beside there too. So some of you, I feel like you're just going to have a dream business. You know, you're going to have a dream business if you focus on it. And it doesn't mean ignore everything else in your life. No, it just means, you know, when you're working, you're working. And maybe when you're not, you're not. You know, I'm getting this image of a writer, and I'm thinking to myself, whatever book that this person, what I'm feeling is writing right now, I'm thinking this book couldn't really have been written without the experiences that someone has had, the journey, right, the different paths. You know, because many times, even when we're writing, even if it's made up, it's based on. So for some reason, I'm thinking someone is a writer or is a writer, and maybe now you're getting ready to write, and maybe you feel like, oh man, I should have wrote this years ago. I feel like no. Maybe you feel that way, but I feel like no, now is the time. And reason being is all these experiences, even, and maybe especially the ones that put us into the Three of Swords energy, right? The heartache. Many times we get our best books, our best movies, our acclaimed literature, and look at this. Just see the Eight of Pentacles, but it's clearly in reverse. 7, 8, 9. 7 and 9 are upright. The 8 is in reverse. Connected to the Three of Swords. So look at this. So we have all this positive, strong energy over here. And maybe it depends on which energy we come from. Because over here we have the Eight of Swords. And it's like I'm turning away from my focus. I'm turning away from me. Attached to the Three of Swords. So if I'm, okay, so that brings me back to this Two of Swords where you're trying to make a decision about something, but the energy of the Three of Swords is still with you, and that means you still feel the pain of it. It just means there's something that needs to be cleared. It's not that you forget it, but anyway, so because of this, wanting to make a decision, right, but I can't focus on my true goal here, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Here is your wish card, right? Here is the universe saying, absolutely, yes, go for it. But over here, it's like I can't quite get my focus to it. Doesn't mean you won't. Just means right here is a little bit of a wall, a little bit of a block, right? Because you're not focusing on. Eight of Pentacles tells us also to be willing to learn. Think of the Eight of Pentacles as going at like you just got handed your degree from college, and then you go into your field, but there's still a lot that has to be learned. But if you're in the Eight of Pentacles energy and you have that focus, you will comprehend what you need. You will learn quickly. You will expand quickly. It's almost like a universal promise, and here is that promise again. But because of this prior pain, it has taken you away from that focus. Taking you away from your dream. With the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So if you're here like, I want somebody to tell me yes or no, clearly I can't just say this is an overall, this is a yes. It is a yes. To me, the Ace of Swords is a yes card. But I feel like, don't jump to conclusions. You're the Princess of Cups, so it feels like some type of offer may come to you, and this could be thrown some of you back into this Two of Swords energy of, can't quite say yes, don't want to say no. Maybe I want to say yes, but I can't get myself to say yes. I think if you wanted to say no, you would have said no. And maybe that alone helps you. If you wanted to say no, you would have already said no. Because you didn't. That may tell you what your gut is moving towards. Because this is a yes, but this is very positive. This is, truth. To have the Nine of Cups under that, wow. I don't want to keep going backwards. Choose the Cosmic Tarot. It's like for some reason I looked at the sun, so I definitely want to put that out there. Card of Leo. And let's break this baby down. And one more. Okay, 8 and 3, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sun's still there. Maybe I need to remind you guys that the sun is there. Look at that. We have the Nine of Pentacles again coming over the Empress. So, you know, just assume at this point that you are the Empress, or this reading is talking to you right now. We have the Princess of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Virgo card over there also, the Nine of Pentacles. And I don't know, Aquarius, you know, they say you and Virgo shouldn't be together, but I have to disagree. I have to go against all the literature. And it, you know, maybe on paper, it totally makes sense. But I feel like, you know, honestly, I feel like Virgo can fall in love with your mind, with your thinking process. There's something very interesting about even your thinking process. And that's intriguing to Virgo. I know, because I am a Virgo. But, and I know that. I know that for a fact, but not just because of me, just because of how many people I read. Yeah, it's just what I feel. All right, let's look at this. So, this Princess of Swords, I'm wondering if some of you are thinking of going into a business, and it may be, you know, your daughter. Could be a daughter, and it doesn't have to be a daughter. You know, but I have two women here, one younger, one older. I say older, it doesn't have to mean she's old. She's just older than the youngest one. You know, it's almost like granddaughter, daughter, mother. Or no, the other way around. Grandmother, mother, daughter. With the Nine of Pentacles right there in the question over these women. Interesting. If I get the Three of Pentacles, then we'll know. You know, it's like they're all bringing something different to the table. I've just noticed that the Queen of Pentacles is showing her pentacle. The Princess of Swords is showing her sword. But I'm also seeing the eagle. And I'm sure there's a spiritual... You think I would know all this, right? I don't know. I don't know why I don't. But I think of an eagle as strong, right? You know, I feel like this eagle might also be someone's father who has passed away. And I feel like the mother is here, and the father has passed away. And I feel like the father is coming to the daughter. And listen, you may be the daughter, you may be the granddaughter, you may be the grandma. But I feel like the father is coming to... Almost like the granddaughter. Maybe the granddaughter is the most open of the three of you, even though the Empress is very intuitive. Queen of Pentacles is very intuitive. But the Princess is open, right? Less shut down by what the world has done, right? Still adventurous. Seeking. She's seeking the truth. So this is someone who seeks the truth to then, for a business, right? But not just for a business, probably for her own mind. It's intriguing. She enjoys it and feels like the father, is guiding her, but really guiding you all, right? And maybe one is bringing money to the table. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles, and she's the only one that's not looking straight at me. And she's the one that's over the Two of Swords. Even though they're all connected to it. She's directly over it. It's funny because I see a cross behind her. And for some of you, I feel like this Three of Swords that came out of this Ten of Cups could have possibly been a father. You know, or your husband if you're the Empress. And here he is. Huh, wow. Here he is. And this queen may not quite be ready, right? She's not looking straight at me. She's not like focused. She's kind of looking off, daydreaming, so to speak. But that cross, I can see it. So I feel like that is what she's thinking about. When the other two are present, doesn't mean that they're not mourning or anything. They're present. And they're ready to accept this Nine of Pentacles. Queen, not quite yet. Look at that, the Ace of Swords. So we are double supported by the Ace of Swords coming over that Ten of Cups. Listen, definitely, this bald eagle that I'm recognizing here is definitely a loved one that from this Ten of Cups. So, you know, love, of course. The Three of Swords right next to it, the pain, and then trying to make a choice after the fact about something. And I don't know, you just have blessing after blessing. And, you know, here's the Queen of Pentacles also seeking the truth, right? Seeking the truth of maybe what happened within the Ten of Cups with the Three of Swords. No, I don't really feel that. I feel like she already knows. But all of a sudden, this Ace of Swords, there's like an illumination with it, and it's coming over the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So, you know, that is, feels pretty powerful. Let's get the rest for the top out. Four of Wands. All right. You know, I see the Four of Wands, and what's that? That's the marriage card with the Three Swords under it. And some of you, again, may be that Empress, and it may be, you know, it may be like your husband. Could be the wife. You know, it could be vice versa. I just want you to know that. Anyway, I feel like then this this, again, the eagle representing your loved one. But then, so I'm thinking that, I'm like, okay, but that can't be for everyone. So in my readings, you know, pretty much try to cover as many as possible. Very seldom do I only focus on one story just because I don't feel I'm meant to. I'm just following my intuition. So that's why I pulled another card, and I get the Nine of Swords, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense to me because Nine of Swords is worry, right? I'm worried over something. And, you know, another thing with Four of Wands is a commitment. And part of that may be, will we all make the commitment, right? Can we all make the commitment? Are we all present? Are we all focused on making the commitment? And I feel like one may be off a little. And the reason why, we have the Nine of Swords that comes out, which is I am afraid to making a commitment. I'm afraid to make a commitment. And I know why, because I don't want to go through the pain of what I felt before. You know, but the Nine of Swords remind us that the things that we're worrying about are unnecessary. Unnecessary. Which means, and I hate to say it, but kind of a waste of our time. I feel like also, though, you know, I'm just all of a sudden I'm seeing the snakes, and I'm thinking some of you, it is about trusting yourself. Trusting yourself. When it comes to making a commitment, you know, you're afraid of you're going to get a snake. This is mainly, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is focusing on this, though. Eight of Swords, wow. So I want you to look at this. We have the Eight of Swords, which is a self-created energy. It is a self-created prison, so to speak. Now, we could become totally comfortable in that prison. So prison can feel like a strong word, but it's exactly what it is. It's a prison. It stops us from living our life. It stops us from taking a chance, right? It stops us from entering into the Fool's energy. And, you know, what does that mean? It means we're constantly carrying the past with us. And it's getting heavy. It's too much. But you're not meant to carry it. We are not meant to, you know, it's the one thing we have got to learn. We are not meant to carry the pain of the past. We are able to overcome it. Now, listen, you know, I just got a comment about this the other day saying that I assaulted someone, and, you know, that is never my intention. But I cannot censor myself too much either, because then what is the point? You know, sometimes I have to say it the way I have to say it. And anything I tell you, I hear myself. I listen to myself and think, okay, I got to also do that too. So I want you to understand that. Okay. But anyway, you know, we have to make the decision to leave this prison, right? Because we're the only one that can free ourselves here. It's almost like there's free will, right? Free will is, I want to stay in this. But you don't. All right, because, you know, and this is a lot of mental energy also. The Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. But here's the thing. Through all of that, if I can maybe step outside my prison, I feel like the truth can be found. Six of Wands, well, there's victory. There's finding the truth. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, hello, Wheel. Wheel of Fortune. And the Devil. Card of Capricorn. So, fear is right above this 4-card spread. Bring it down a little bit. Some of you, you know, I feel like some of you are afraid that there's someone that you like or maybe love. And maybe you're getting closer and closer to a commitment. Maybe you're getting closer together, but I feel like as you do, your fear level rises. Why? Well, because you have the Devil on one side of the wheel, and you have the Six of Wands on the other side of the wheel. And I feel one of those don't really exist. I've made it up in my mind. Therefore, it does exist. You know, if I make it up in my mind, it exists, right? Because I'm living in that energy. Maybe that's what the Dalai Lama meant, right? If I make it up in my mind, and it brings me to the state of fear like that, the state of worry like that, am I not creating it? Am I not living in it in the present moment? I am. I am. And then I try to make decisions, but it's almost impossible, right? It's almost impossible to feel the truth. This is telling you why. So you're having a hard time trusting your own thoughts. And I get it. And it is directly attached to this Three of Swords, the pain of the past. Some of you, it can be a breakup of a marriage. You know, what I thought would be the Ten of Cups. Some of you, it is the loss of someone. But because, you know, I just feel like with this energy over here, this decision over here, I don't know how it can be made, right? Because I feel like My main thing I want to know is it meant to be? Or am I just making another stupid mistake that looks all pretty and what have you and turns out to be nightmarish? You know, am I making a mistake? That is what I'm seeking. But I need to go back to figure out, because I feel like you're receiving the guidance you need. Again, if I didn't say no already, does that not really mean that I might be saying yes? You know what I mean? So the guidance is there. The signs are there. You need to bring your state of mind there. And I feel like you're going to receive what you need to receive. But first needs to be awareness of why you're having a hard time. You know, and I'm looking at this Eight of Swords, and I'm thinking, many of us think that we have worked on pain that has happened in our lifetime, right? We feel like we've evolved, and we have to a point, but sometimes we push things down instead of going through them and then ridding, you know, we just push them down so they can come back out again. But I think the main thing is I am worried about making a decision. I am so afraid it's going to be the wrong way, the wrong person, the wrong thing. But I kind of feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here attached to the star, that you're meant to go forward. You know, you're meant to go forward in it. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Five of Wands. I have Seven of Pentacles coming over the Seven of Pentacles. I have the King of Pentacles. And I have the Queen of Pentacles right above that. And I have the Prince of Wands. Let me get the last card or two out. It's funny, you know, whoever this King of Pentacles is for you, you know, he feels like he's meant to be in your life. And he's connected to the Prince of Wands. It could be someone also suggesting that you speak with someone or team up with someone or just collaborate for a minute with someone who can help within this Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Can help you in some way. Maybe, how do I start a home business? What do I need to know? We have the Seven of Swords. You know, I forgot about this energy over here. With the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and he is attached to the Seven of Swords. He feels like he's not a great influence over someone because almost like this king is partly responsible for taking my focus off of my goals, right? Has taken my focus away, almost like has stolen time from me. And I feel like whoever he is, and I'm saying Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be that. It could certainly be, and you know, if it was one, it's closer to the Gemini, but it doesn't have to be that. And probably is not that. Anyway, I feel like, because I feel like this king is someone that may not be trustworthy, right? Because here's the one thing, I feel like this king takes you out of your potential, which means that clearly you must have lowered your energy to fit within that lifestyle. And but you're not doing, you know, there's no favors here because it took you away from your own dreams. Definitely took you away from your own dreams. Hangman, well, there you go. So, in some way, stopped you. Hello, lovers. And the Nine of Cups. Interesting. So, I don't feel like this King of Swords is the Lovers, even though it's the card of Gemini. I get it. But because the Hangman comes first. And I feel like this Nine, or this Lovers, you know, I'm just looking at his face right now, looking more towards the Nine of Cups, so I feel like that's the energy. And I feel like this is talking about, for someone, like a life of independence, right? Living on your own. Living on, maybe you had to move away from this king. Just doesn't seem trustworthy, and because of that, it kept you focusing on that instead of yourself. Right? Definitely had an influence of stopping this energy temporarily. Because what's meant to be will be. And the Seven of Pentacles keeps coming out and right on top of each other. Tells me what is meant to be will be. Two Sevens of Pentacles and then me of the Lovers. So some of you, it is a connection. You know, a true connection. But it feels like it's when you are in independent energy. Right? We have the Nine of Cups. Up here we have the Nine of Swords. It's like I have to choose which one I want to be in because I can't be in both. Nine of Cups is self-love. Being playful. Looking on the bright side of things. You know, this is my cups are becoming full. Taking a moment to think about me, because clearly you haven't been able to down here. And this is what the Lovers is attached to. So it's attached to the positive energy within you, not the negative. You know, someone may be coming back in through this Lovers and asking for another chance, another try. And I can see where the fear is at, right? It's over. Can I trust them? They broke my heart before. Though I have to say, I feel here, the thing I'm talking about right now, I'm looking and I feel like you are, you know, I don't know, it feels legit. I don't think it says King of Swords. I don't think that that person, even though I do feel like they in some way hurt you, I don't think they carry the energy of the Seven of Swords anymore. I don't think they're untrustworthy. I don't know. That's something you'll have to figure out, right? How do I do that? I take my time. Anyway. Making decisions in the Nine of Cups energy will just expand me rapidly. Making it from the Nine of Swords energy will just keep pulling me into the darker and darker and darker energy. You know, and it's kind of sad, and I think we all do this. You know, we're in a previous relationship, and don't we just assume that everyone's going to be just like him or just like her, right? And people are different. People have different experiences, you know. But, you know, I guess it's just human nature. It's something we have to learn to work through. Okay, we're going to go underneath the cards. I feel like this princess, this Prince of Wands here, seems to be able to deliver some type of truth to you, some type of news to you. Also about your business, you know, your creative endeavors or whatever they are. But I feel like it's about making money, about making money, and perhaps they help you to refocus, right? Because there is a need to refocus. There is a need to pull yourself out of that Nine of Swords, especially as it relates to how you're going to make your money. And instead, it's about going forward. I mean, it just seems like everything here, and let's not forget about this male up here who is here helping also, right? You know, maybe that's not you, but that doesn't mean you don't have your own eagle who is watching over you. You do, right? This one came out to represent certain people today, but it still means all of us. With the Six of Swords coming over or under the star. So what's the Six of Swords tells us? For our dreams to come true, for our dreams, our hopes, our wishes to come into fruition, it asks us to put down our swords. Look, all the swords are down. That's all this energy over here. Someone may be joining like a Broadway play. I guess it doesn't have to be Broadway, but, you know, I feel like in some way you are expressing yourself, whether that be through dance, through music, but you're expressing yourself, and I feel like there is an audience. All right, we have the Six of Cups coming under the Seven of Pentacles. Double. So these are memories of a past, but these memories bring me joy. These memories put a smile on my face. And for some of you, it's directly attached again to the Two of Swords on this person in some way. Feels like some way you two of you potentially coming back together, and that may be why we're seeing the two sevens. And again, the energy of the past, that's what you got to be able to let go of, right? Putting these swords down, and then bam, here's the Six of Cups. Four Swords, that's a healing. That's a healing over that relationship. So that's beautiful. Here's a beautiful healing over this relationship. This means to me that this is from Source, right? It's from Source. The healing of the relationship. That's a blessing, right? That's a meant to be. That's a you can figure this out type of energy. You can figure it out. But you got to figure it out, right? But here's the healing, and I kind of find it beautiful right now. I like how your story's being told almost card by card. We have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is believing in the future again. It's being excited for what is coming, right? Three of Wands, I don't know what's coming. You know, I feel like I'm going off a strong base, but I can't predict what's coming step by step by step by step. But I'm looking optimistic. I'm looking forward to it. I am, listen, it must turn that 8 around. What else we got down here? We have the Prince of Swords. Man, we got a lot of people in this reading. And we have the Queen of Cups. So we have some couples also being matched, right? We got the Princess and the Prince of Swords. We have the Queen and the King of Cups. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles very close together. We have the Lover's card over there. It's got the wheel, by the way, right above it. It may be the connection between a younger man and an older woman. I don't feel like the woman's old. I mean, what's old? I don't even know. I'm just going to take a couple cards off to the side, because I just want to know a little bit more about all the people. It's almost like I'm talking about a community. All the people. And anything, a couple cards and be like, whatever it needs to be. Look at face up, focus. That is staying focused. This is like, stay focused. This is how do I stay focused? How do I push through? This is all the tools you already have. This talks about your past lives up to this point and all the wisdom that you have gained from all those lives, all the tools, the strength that you have within. That is, I want to say generational, generation after generation, but it's, you know, it's lifetime after lifetime. That's the kind of thing you don't lose. You know, you may lose your clay body, but you don't lose, you know, the wisdom, the tools. You get to use them forever. So I like that. Staying focused, right? Stay focused. All right, with the Eight of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. 888. Well, that sounds pretty spiritual. But to look that up. We have the Empress right where we began. And look at that. We have the Nine of Wands connected to the Empress. So I know the majority of you are the Empress. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. Just means that, you know, you may have already conquered the Empress's energy and now you needed to conquer the Empress. You know, or vice versa. I'm conquering the Empress and then I'm going after, then I want to become the Emperor. This is telling you. Stay focused on your goals, right? Because here is that Eight of Pentacles now flipped up. Be willing to learn because you will expand. And by the way, you know, if you're someone who had a hard time learning in school, there's a difference here. Like you'll be able to comprehend it very easily. Why? Because you probably are truly interested in it, right? Truly, I want to learn more. I want to learn more. Eight of Pentacles is being willing to go in as the apprentice. But if you keep your focus there, you will someday be the master. You will. And what is it also attached to? Well, look at this. So we have the Eight of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Cups talks about needing to get our emotional house in order for one reason. So we can move out of this energy and move into the Nine of Cups. And we already know you can because the Nine of Cups has showed up as your energy. Right? This is just about getting these cups back in order so I can go. And I want to say, look how quickly energy will change for you when you don't focus back and look forward. Eight of Wands is very fast-moving energy, almost chaotic energy. Almost like, holy shit, my life's about to change. Wow, I didn't expect this. It's unexpected, and that's what makes it feel chaotic, because it is unexpected. It's quick. It's praying the night before, and I wake up and my prayer is answered. And I see clear evidence of my prayer being answered. And I want to say something as I'm talking about that. You know, Sam and I pray together. And what I mean by that is we talk about our prayers and we talk about, you know, things like that. And he's very knowledgeable. I am not when it comes to that, but I am open to learn. And I am learning. And, you know, I'll probably spread it here. Anyway, what's my point? Oh, my point is, you know, we've been praying for things like, yeah, I'll say, you know, we need to, let's pray about, you know, his furnace broke. Let's pray about it, that somehow you get a furnace. Well, the next day he wakes up, gets a call, gets a brand new furnace, didn't have to pay a thing. Hot water tank broke. 2 weeks later, this just happened not too long ago. Both of us prayed to God that he would help him get the hot water tank because he just couldn't afford. I mean, he was just slammed with one thing after another. We prayed. That day, he got a free hot water tank, an upgrade, right? Energy efficient. And the list goes on and on and on of being able to truly witness a prayer being answered. And that is what your reading is talking about, the healing over a couple. And the things that you're praying for. Right, but you need to be aware, and it's making me go back here and think about this Queen of Pentacles, who is kind of still off a little bit, where the rest seem like they're awakening. Maybe these people are all awakening, and there's a few left that haven't quite awoken yet. But nonetheless, it's like the changing of the guard, the energy, right? This is sadness. This is just no fun, truly. But you can't move out of it until you understand the emotions to it, just so you can gain the lesson, the wisdom. And then you can move out of it, right? Where are you moving to? The Nine of Cups. What happens after the Nine of Cups? The Lovers. Maybe for some of you, it's your true love. Maybe you thought you were with your true love, and I mean, think about that. How many times have I been in a serious relationship, and in the beginning I'm like, oh my God, this is the one. This is the one. Right? And then something happens, my heart gets broken, and I think, oh my God, I'm never going to love again. I will never love again. Love will never find me again. And then love finds me again. And then I do it again and again. Right? And that's the majority of us. But I see the pattern. I see the patterns in my life, and then I can adjust my life accordingly, and that's exactly what I've done. And what it did is opened up the real things that are meant for me. So, I don't know. Anyway, sorry for the lecture there. But I know I'm meant to use my experiences to help some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. And some of you, that's exactly what you will be doing too, or you are doing. So just know that, I don't know, but prayers are being answered. Guidance is there. Some of us just aren't aware of it. It doesn't make it go away. It just means when we become aware of it, then we're aware of it, right? Look at this. This is awareness here. It is awareness over the Ten of Cups. So if some of you have a hard time making commitment because you're fear-based versus, over previous pain, right? This gives you the ability, if I put these swords down, it shows me reality. I don't know. It just, you feel the truth. You feel that something is true. Seven of Pentacles tells me that many of you have seeds of intention coming. It's about a self-created business or something you're doing with your hands. Some of you, you're going on stage. You're about to, I don't know, rock out. Who knows? But it's all based on your dreams and your hopes, right? And your prayers. And bam, they're being answered. And some relationships are truly being healed. But you got to recognize that. Otherwise, I don't know. When we're aware of our thoughts, then we can change our thoughts. I'm going to be like, stop telling me that I can't do this. Like, why does my head keep telling me that? Yes, I can do it. Fight your head. Right? You're the Empress. And the Empress can do whatever she wants. And that's just a fact. And I think I'm going to leave it there. But I am going to do an oracle card also. Well, we used a lot of cards today. Yeah, the only thing I'm bummed out about moving is, there's a few things. But I got to sell my desk because I can't move my items. I had enough to get a ticket, and I'm gonna send for boxes later. But yeah, my desk and a couple things. I was like, oh. But I'll get another one. Alright, let's do an oracle card for you. This is the Mother Mary deck. I have a real trust in this deck. That may seem silly to some. Others, you know exactly what I mean. I just have a real trust in this deck. Excuse me one second. Alright, sorry about that. Family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. Let's read. Your prayers for your family have been heard. Whatever you're concerned about, God has the answers you seek. Since worry can sometimes attract negative experiences, it's essential to give heaven any anxiety about your loved ones. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply and exhale family burden skyward to God, Mary, and the angels. As you release these cares, fill your heart with faith that in His wisdom and love, God has a wonderful plan for you and your family. Often, prayer is answered in illogical ways, so please don't spend time worrying about how your solution will come about. Instead, trust in God, who cares infinitely for you and your family. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that Three Swords was attached directly to the card of family. So, this is why I love these cards. The message just always seems like the right one. I love you guys so much. Next time I read for you, I will be in a new state, in a new place, in my boyfriend's house. Oh my God. Please send me your prayers and your energy to keep me strong because I'm freaking out, right? It's absolutely what I want. But I am still freaking out. You know, I'm going from an independent woman to, so send me your prayers, your love. I appreciate it, and I always feel it. Anyway, thank you for your donations. That's partly what's making this come true. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes. That means the world to me. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Keep them coming. Let us know about yourself. Let us know. You're going to be surprised at how many people relate to you. You know, we're all like-minded. We're all on similar paths, not exact, but similar. And we're all here to help each other. So let's just keep doing that. You guys rock. Just thank you for being you, and thank you for allowing me to be me. I love you. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.